Hello and welcome to Courtesy Flush. Tonight we're going to be playing a little bit of Sherlock Holmes for the Lost Files of. And how are you doing tonight, Naresar? Are you doing okay?
I'm doing okay. Before we get started, I promised my students a shout out on stream. Not that they know where I'm streaming or what I'm streaming, but they just know that I occasionally stream with a friend. So they asked for a shout out, they get a shout out.
Heck yeah. It's also kind of funny because they don't even know that you're a raptor online. That's the best part about it. You know?
Oh, true. Yes, they would not know that.
See, that's the only way they'd find you. You like if they looked up Naresar like comma human, they're like, oh, I see a math. It's just like whatever. But they look up the raptor. Yeah, don't look under raptor. You'll find out more about Naresar than you want to know. I don't know what that means. Anyway, as I told Naresar, I'm pretty tired, so my brain might be a little weird. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn up some music.
Say this as if your brain is ever not weird.
Fair enough.
That's a separate issue.
So I'm going to turn that guy up because we're going to go right back into Sherlock Holmes here. And it looks like Naresar has found us in a very steamy situation.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go.
Oh, what do we got going on with the hookah?
Go ahead, Nick.
Traditional Turkish pipe is supplied for the pleasure of the patrons. As the smoke passes through perfumed water, it is cooled and a few of its noxious properties are dissipated. Don't know that it's that many of the noxious properties, but, it's some.
There is a property to it that is noxious. Wow. These guys are just chilling over here with the old clarinet, as you would.
One hopes that Neville's attends to its other amenities better than it does to tobacco. A pound of this poor North African mixture can be purchased from any Piccadilly tobacconist for a shilling.
Ah, so they're smoking cheap tobacco, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, Steel?
Why did he have to walk all the way back up there?
Yeah, walk all the way over there just to take a quick look. Two bathers have retreated from the baths to recover their strength. Heat is enervating and may be dangerous even to those accustomed to its effects.
Okay. Can't look at the rug. Look at the pillow? We can move the pillow. We'll move the pillow a little bit later. Decorator must have thought these cylindrical pillows stylish and functional, but he ignored the consequences of covering them with heavy brocade. Once wet, a Thames-side dock in winter would dry more quickly.
Wow.
Okay.
So those pillows are just super soggy? Oh, God.
Basically, it sounds like.
They're just like squishing around on their pillows like, hey, man, come on into our bathhouse. It's awesome in here. We got this statue of this guy. I'm sure he's important.
Polished cedarwood cases provide recumbent relaxation. They permit a measure of comfort, but only a narcoleptic could fall asleep here. Okay, then. So we can adjust the radio. We can look. We can examine. Boiling water circulates through cast iron radiators to heat the room. The water vaporizes, condenses, returns to the boiler to be reheated to form steam. The heat is transferred by air currents.
Steamed pillows? Yeah, exactly. Hey, Wraith, how's it going, man? Oh.
Hot and wet. A perfect breeding ground for mold. Pasteur would doubtless pay for samples of the captive bacteria.
His institute deals only in virulent and contagious forms, neither of which this is.
Perhaps, but you won't deny it is disgusting.
Yeah, this place must have a smell in here. What about this guy over here? He's got his... Yeah.
I mean, we could talk to the guy and move the plot along, or we could look at the statue. The poorly executed, crumbling, faux marble version of X masterpiece, The Athlete at His Bath, is justly ignored by all.
Ah, so something that they stole. Got it.
Well, no, he says it's a copy of a fake.
Oh,
Like, it's a fake copy,
okay.
so it's a cheap,
Uh,
it's probably like plaster or something.
see, the attendance features mark him as an experienced pugilist. His snug clothing reveals a heavily muscled physique. The tattooed bluebirds on his bicep announce that he has crossed the equator as a seaman. Like others of his ilk, he may receive gratuities for protecting his patron's privacy. Indeed.
Okay.
I say.
Yeah, let's not.
We're just-
I believe Thomas Pratt was a patron of these premises. When did you last see him?
Adrian Russell at your service. Were you thinking of joining us here at Neville's? I can make you an handsome introductory offer.
We'd like a private word about Pratt.
What are the chances? At Neville's, his privacy is my business.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Ah, that's amazing. This is great so far, man.
The premises seem lightly attended. What amenities are available here?
We have an exercise room, a steam bath, modern individual steam cabinet, and 2 invigorating cold water plunges. You could do worse.
We should like to see the baths.
Baths are baths. There are several members back there au naturel. They don't appreciate intruders.
It's just so freaking great. That is so good.
He certainly has a voice.
He has character, yeah. Loves his sauna simple as.
Who are the men on the drying couches, Mr. Russell?
Haven't a clue.
You don't recognize your clientele?
I know a nosy Parker from a paying customer.
This is great. This is great. I love that he went all out with this, man.
Perhaps we will become members, Russell. It looks a decent enough place.
Sound thought. Put colour in your frog-belly complexion. Improve muscle tone. And you get to meet a nice class of person. All for a modest cost. I'll get you paperwork, shall I?
Of course, we'd need to inspect all the facilities.
Fine. But as I've said, don't pester the clients. And the baths are not available to you at the moment.
Okay, I want to know what happens if we adjust the...
The gentleman will get a chill. Please turn the valve.
So that would be turning... Apparently we can turn it off.
That was very
Okay.
loud, whatever it was.
Oh, there's a counter. Yes. In careless or unwitting hands, these contraptions have a tendency to explode.
Oh.
Even the experienced can be surprised by the device's volatility.
Don't explode.
Sure, let's shake it. What's the worst could happen?
Well, Watson can't be blown up, so we know that.
Are you trying to kill us? Those devices can explode at any time for no reason at all. Shaking them just increases the odds.
You're just like, that doesn't sound like my problem.
Rough, filled hairy towels and white bath sheets are stacked on the counter. Okay, we can smell for some reason.
There are certainly more rank odors, but it is revolting to discover mildew in towels. I'm certain the authorities would deem it less than hygienic.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
Well, you're
move
pointing
the
some
pillow.
things out, yeah.
we didn't do that earlier. And then I suppose probably we will have to at some point exhaust the options for dialogue just because, but
Just a modicum of your garden variety muck. What does this place have against regular applications of soap and water?
can talk to him.
Are either of you gentlemen acquainted with Mr. Thomas Pratt?
Don't believe I've had the pleasure. Have you, Dickie? No, I'm quite certain. That's Pratt I've heard of. Particular eating habits, as I recall. But Pratt, no. No Pratt tucked away in the Ogram at unpaid. Nice chap, is he? A Neville's man, that sort of thing, what?
Moron. Perhaps the heat has addled his brain.
More likely he's simply stupid.
If these dolts are representative of the new generation of civil servants, Watson, the country is in trouble.
Damn.
Do you recall anything about Mr. Thomas Pratt or his associates?
No, but it appears we should. There was a chap in here earlier asking for him. Seems to be a popular fellow, Dickie. How is it we don't know him?
Interesting. First of all, go. Doesn't seem like we can go anywhere other than probably out somehow. We'll worry about that later. Portrait.
I don't know.
Portrait depicts a mythic caliph bathing at a desert oasis. Perhaps the antique Ottoman is a kind of patron saint of bathhouses. Anyways, let's go back to talking to the nice man in white and see what other, nonsense we can get out of him.
Yeah, what are they smoking in that? I don't know for sure, Zayaku.
It's supposed to be just tobacco.
I'm
but
not
just
impressed with
bad
your choice of tobacco.
apparently.
The patrons don't complain.
Perhaps the smell conceals some other scent. Perhaps you are encouraging some less savory activities here?
Leave off. What about a membership? Think you'd like to join?
When I decide I want to spend my leisure conversing with dunces while smoking bad tobacco and acquiring pestiferous skin ailments, you'll be informed.
Jesus.
I wasn't quite keeping it up with all of his vocabulary there, but I do believe he just insulted the man.
I do believe you just
I'm now
dunked
ready
him.
to inspect the baths, Russell.
No, you're not. You've no intention of joining up.
Listen, you muscle-bound twit. Neville's is in violation of numerous tenets in the Code of Public Health. Mold, mildew, common filth are rampant. Let us pass, or I'll report these unsanitary outrages forthwith, and you'll be out of business by this evening.
You made your point. I'll try to keep it clean, but there's too much for one person to do. Can't find any decent help. I'll accompany you. Remember, don't be bothering my clients.
Yay, we made it to another screen.
You can't walk about unsupervised, mister.
The name is Holmes, Mr. Russell, and I not only can, I have done.
What? Holmes is all like in his face about it. One of the bat's ubiquitous white cotton towels is twisted around the bather's head like a turban. The cloth helmet conceals his face. Oh, there's a guy right there.
Beg your pardon, Mr. Whitney, sir. As for you, that tears it.
Oh no, Nick. Oh.
Bloody foreign tricks! Get me out of this muck!
Bajitsu is hardly a trick, Mr. Russell. Watson, make certain Mr. Russell remains aquatic. I've had enough of his interference.
With pleasure, Holmes.
Remain aquatic, sir.
Oh wait, isn't Whitney?
Yeah, he's one of the suspects.
A fortuitous meeting, Mr. Whitney. I am Sherlock Holmes.
After you've replaced my towel, you might ask if I care.
Nick.
Considering your
Yes.
position, Whitney, you might curb your impertinence long enough to discover my purpose.
Your purpose is of no interest. If you continue to harass me, I will take steps.
Naked and enervated? Excuse me, but I doubt your capacity for action.
The broom. Put the broom in the handles, Nick.
Look at the squeegee. Blade of India rubber has been affixed to the stiff hickory pole. The implement is ideally suited for moving water from one spot on the tile floor to another, and little else.
Oh.
I know. Disappointing, isn't it? Enameled hot boxes are available for those wishing to perspire copiously and privately for whatever idiosyncratic reasons. The occupant can extricate themselves before expiring by turning the handles from the inside. Not if we jam the thing. Cast iron boiler supplies steam heat to heat the baths and cabinets. Somewhere in the bowels of the building, a coal heaver must feed an insatiable furnace. Towel pool. Bathers may cool themselves from time to time in the invigorating plunge baths. I can't talk to him anymore. Could talk to Watson. Real quick, inventory. Do we have anything long thin? No. Yeah, let's, I cast pistol. It's very intimidating.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, back to talking, I guess.
Yeah.
As your attendant is occupied, let's talk about the formula missing from your reading room.
That is a ministry matter. You have no claim to my cooperation, and your brother's obvious indiscretion may be actionable.
My brother's judgment is not likely to be challenged. Yours, on the other hand...
Save your threats. They are ignorant and rude. I speak only on the authority of my superiors, of whom you are not one.
Oh, all right.
At the moment, you are not accused, Whitney. I'm simply trying to gather information.
You'll get none from me. I know my rights and my duties.
I'll ask you once to reconsider your intransigence.
You waste your breath.
No, my speech perhaps, my patience certainly. My brother nearly killed, and you stand on some inflated idea of your own importance. You fatuous twit. We'll see whose breath is wasted.
Okay. Try turning the boiler up. Can you, maybe you can do the squeegee now. Oh, yeah, there it is. I just remember it from James Bond. All right.
Now, Mr. Whitney, please share your observations and suspicions about the formula's theft.
Do your worst, Mr. Holmes. I am accustomed to long hours in the heat.
Turn the boiler up? Is there a control mechanism? Oh, go back, Nick. If there's another option over there. I saw something change. No, it was like closer to the boiler. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Ah, loud. Turning down. Uh-oh. Let's go talk to him, Nick. Valve. Valve.
You will not trifle with me, Whitney. Tell me what you know.
I recognize extortion when I see it. This is not a joke. I'm having trouble breathing.
You'll have to do better than state the obvious.
I had no part in the initial disappearance. It was not my responsibility. I do my job very well. I know nothing about this.
But if pressed, innocent as you are, you might speculate about the guilty party?
Yes. Question the Ratchet woman, the Char. She is an internationalist. Have no idea why she's kept on. Could you turn down the heat?
A small taste of Hades for you, I should imagine. Go on.
Many times I've mentioned security is very lax, very slipshod. She could walk off with anything. The heat, Mr. Holmes, could you?
You want to ask him another question?
Where might I find Mrs. Ratchet?
She lives in some East End hovel.
The East End is vast. Where exactly?
Pratt would know. Well, ask Sir Avery. He's palsy with her. Is it any wonder respect for the British Empire is on the wane? She's the Char. I ask you. I mean, for heaven's sake, I don't take tea with a woman.
Fortunate for her. Describe her, please.
She's a plain woman.
Brilliant. Coloring, height, weight, facial shape, teeth, distinguishing characteristics?
Who notices such things about the Char?
If you don't want to be parboiled, you better have noticed something.
On her tea breaks, she reads. Everything. Reading all the time, classified documents for all I know. And it makes her squint badly. Probably needs spectacles. Are my eyes starting to bulge?
Not to worry, Mr. Whitney. You're a fine shade of lobster pink.
We're just...
Thomas Pratt has been found dead, Mr. Whitney.
You don't say. Well, nihil nisi bonum de mortuis, but I suspect he had numerous unfortunate habits and the associations to match.
Would you care to elaborate on that obloquy?
The truth defames no one. He was an unhappy man, and I'm sure he indulged in drugs. Died by his own hand, did he?
Hardly. He was assassinated. To punish him and complicate his identification, his face was obliterated. The bullet nearly blew his head off.
Why?
Because he knew something he should not have known. If you're involved in anything you shouldn't be, have a care, Mr. Whitney.
Oh, all right.
When did you last see Thomas Pratt?
I truly can't recall. Except when we passed in the hall or exchanged duties at the desk. We had only Nevilles in common. Turn down the heat, will you?
No, Nick, keep talking to this guy. You got more things to ask.
Can you conceive of a connection between Pratt's murder and the stolen formula?
There isn't one.
How can you be sure?
I didn't just fall off the back of a turnip wagon. I am mentally acute.
That is palpably false, but for the moment I'll assume you're simply ignorant of the connection.
Keep not clicking on him.
Our conversation thus far has been neither difficult nor painful. It can become both, if you insist.
I have nothing more to say to you on any subject. Just replace my towel and leave.
He's like, I'd rather just not.
There are few things I appreciate less than being lied to, Mr. Whitney.
I'll try to remember that.
Test my patience and I'll make certain you never forget it.
We're just threatening this guy now? All right. Well, I think you did it, Nick.
All of them. So, we will...
You gonna actually take him out of there? All right, what about the... Nope. Oh, wait, there we go. There you go. No, Nick, I think you just turned it up. I don't think you can turn it anymore. Oh, no. I think that's it, Nick.
What is...
I think that's supposed to be the water dripping.
and... that just looks like a random black line.
Let's just. I think you're good.
Okay. Let's double check with Dr. Watson.
All right, Dr. Watson.
Could July on the Ubangi be any more unpleasant than this?
Heat appeals to many persons, Holmes.
Laplanders might be happy for the change, I suppose, but only masochists would find it pleasant.
Is anyone whose preferences are at a variance with your own by definition aberrant?
Being the supreme arbiter of right thinking and behavior is a terrible burden, Watson. An awesome responsibility.
I'm pleased your sense of humor has not deserted you completely.
Ideas, Watson?
I'm afraid my brain's on the boil, Holmes.
Well, you've done everything you could, Nick. Let's just leave. We'll never think about this again. It's not our problem. Yeah, you're saving it just in case you get arrested. You're Sherlock Holmes. You'll just throw him into a pool. I just need to leave.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, he's not here. Yeah, you can just start adjusting things. What are you doing?
I don't know.
You're just turning up the heat in here for...
Yeah, turning it off. At least that's what he said earlier.
Ah. All right.
I don't know what good it does, but
Well, we have a new location now. Where's your entrance at? Oh, it's back behind Watson. And down. Oh.
Can you envision Pratt wasting away in such a place?
Without difficulty. Given the style of his digs, this would suit him down to the ground. Perhaps a little on the tame side, but suitable.
Who are the habitués of this spa, Watson?
I've heard the young Turks from Whitehall are trying to invest the place with an aura undeserved by its merits. They may be joined by old India hands who simply crave the heat.
Not a self-indulgent crowd, then?
Not necessarily.
I earnestly counsel you, Watson, to touch nothing.
Your concern is appreciated, Holmes, but in this instance probably misplaced. As baths go, this one appears relatively sanitary.
As rivers go, the Thames is cleaner than the Ganges, but I wouldn't swim in either. Point?
Point taken. Sanitary was perhaps not the proper word.
Yeah, just walking around like, later, fucker, as you leave and shut everything off. I think it was down... Oh. I saw it for a second. Wonder where it was. It's like a... Nick, it's like one little pixel right here. That's it. You would have never... Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, well.
All right, well, look at all these places now, Nick.
Okay, so we've done baths, we've done the telegraph. What did we... I know who we ran into at the billiards. That's him. We must have got all we needed from Cambridge. Silverbridge. Ramses, Diogenes. Oops. Ah. Okay. Okay. Let's look at...
Hebblethwaite, I must see Silverbridge. Immediately.
What do you imagine has changed since you were last denied your wish?
Certainly not your impertinence, but as you are his keeper, I'll tell you. The probable thief of a ministry document has been brutally murdered. Silverbridge instigated the move to terminate an official investigation into the theft. You may draw your own inferences. I have drawn mine. He may speak to me now, or to Inspector Lestrade later. Announce us now, or I will bring the entire investigative apparatus of Scotland Yard and the Ministry of Defence to bear on this house.
Your reputation for subtlety is undeserved, Mr. Holmes. I'll take you in.
Yeah, that's right. Step aside.
Interesting. Kids' toys are even in here.
A few chairs have been arranged and draped with counterpanes and sheets. The homemade coat of arms flying above the table suggests that the builder was constructing a fortification. Ah. This once fine cherry wood table is covered with drawings and paintings material. A series of figures barely visible appears to have been inscribed on the bespattered surface. I see. There you go, Nick.
Despite a modest blaze, the room is cold. The andirons, whatever, are shaped like canines rendered in an Egyptian motif. Is this why our ancestors called them iron dogs? Wastebasket. Hammered brass pail sits on the outer hearth. It serves as a receptacle for the room's paper refuse.
Look at that. He even has a portrait of his boy above the fire. Yeah, he does. The basket held an open envelope and crumpled sheet of cream-laid paper. Silverbridge has been dubiously honored by an invitation from Mrs. Fitzwilliam Hedgerow. The promised subject of a salon conversation was decimal coinage, foolishness, or conspiracy. Decimal coinage.
The portrait presents an appealing young boy with brilliant, unruly red hair, wide-gapped teeth, and an unembarrassed smile. He wears a school uniform of the modern style. Interesting. Yeah,
Not even saying hello. Yeah, no, we're not gonna. We're gonna dig through everything. A
chessboard whose wood perfectly matches the desk is built into one corner. The beautifully carved, sturdy pieces represent samurai society in Tokugawa, Japan. Ooh, we got bookshelves. Collection of nursery tales, sea stories, and the proceedings of the Middlesex Agricultural Commission. Interesting. Ooh, photographs. We can move photographs. Several photographs of the young boy depicted in the portrait stand below it. He appears variously at home and on holiday as a cheerful toddler, a pensive whatever, and a happy student.
That is a good... The
clutter and the mess of the room are not the result of indifferent housekeeping. The mantle is nearly spotless, everything is disordered, but very clean. One must assume that the disarray is intentional.
Should we stop him? Is he going to my trash can? I mean, should we do something about this guy? See, a pencil
sits... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, a pencil sits on a piece of foolscap. The top of the page is a youthful hand has drawn a rook and painted a few sentences under the title Paul Morphy. Catechumen is a word for someone in catechism to join the Christian church. The desk is covered with letters, reports, and newspapers. The MP's reputation for tierless labor and on behalf of his sleepy Middlesex constituency is legendary. A built-in chessboard occupies one corner, and an opaque jar rests in another. The jar's label announces its contents to be a potent mixture of ammonium carbonate. Just go through all of his stuff. He's just right there. The white crystalline preparation and extraordinarily pungent odor confirm the contents. Powerful smelling salts. Oof. Catechism. Okay. Thank you, D-Moon. Thank you for the phonetics. I appreciate it.
Heir presumptive to extensive holding in the city, Silverbridge's adult life has been spent wrangling in Parliament. Despite a pallid complexion and a colic which has defeated a mass of pomade, he is a presentable man. Can we not talk to him?
Oh, you have to
Do we have to talk to Hepplewith first?
be introduced.
Doesn't the child have his own room?
Of course, but he spends most of his time in here with his father. His effects are always available. I'm under instructions not to tidy.
Hepplethwaite, what's going on? Is he very ill?
He'll come round. Be patient for a moment. The potion usually works unless he's been abusing it. Does this happen frequently? He's been frail since his wife's death. Occasionally, physical consequences manifest themselves.
Holmes? Did you say Holmes?
Yes, sir. Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I believe.
Oh, he's here. Let's go talk to him.
You do not look well, Mr. Silverbridge.
Forgive my not rising. Unsteady on my pegs of late.
My news will not improve your condition. Thomas Pratt has been brutally murdered.
Oh, how dreadful. Why was he killed?
The motive is unclear, but he was certainly involved in the formula's disappearance from the ministry. The vigorous investigation that you quashed is now not only justified, it is urgently necessary. My brother will expect your support. Will you assist him?
No. I mean, oh my heavens,
What? Nick, slap that man. Smelling salts.
Dr. Watson, help?
What is your diagnosis, Doctor? His coloration is discouraging. Is he in danger?
During a seizure, maybe?
I think not. His pulse is weak, but regular. He's fainted. The convulsions are not serious.
Why should the news of Pratt affect him, sir?
Pratt was not your only subject, but there is no necessary cause and effect. He may have a feeble constitution. In any case, he should revive momentarily.
Ah. Smelling salts, maybe? On his desk. So Holmes is like, I'll have none of that.
Oh, yes, thank you, I think.
All right, let's ask him some more questions. Let's grill this man.
Did you know Pratt well?
No, seemed a civil chap. A little dissipated. There were rumours. What happened?
He was shot and discarded in the Thames, like a sewer rat.
If he was the thief, I should think the matter of the document's disappearance is closed.
Hardly. We should all want to know why he stole it, and for whom. Your committee will be especially interested in what he did with it, and my brother will want to know why the initial inquiry was abandoned. I assure you, questions will be raised.
You'll have to excuse me, gentlemen. I'm not feeling well.
Hit up for Watson for a moment yet.
The boy favors his mother's physical features.
Fortunate boy.
More than a little spoiled, I suspect, and motherless for some time.
You go too far, Holmes. You saw her picture in the hall.
But I didn't see her, nor evidence of her, nor of any woman for that matter.
I mean, we also did just get told that she's
What
dead.
do you perceive,
so,
Doctor?
I mean,
Is
Yeah.
it not a peculiar room?
There is no explanation that would prevent me from calling it odd. The mix of adult and child effects is unique.
Yeah.
I like the idea of it. I hope it is a sign of things to come. Father never allowed Mycroft and me in his study.
Should have drawn a wiener in his face while he was sleeping. Sith Weasel. Feeble constitution. What is he, a wizard? Yes, exactly. Benedict Bainbridge Groves has a weak constitution after surviving the spider pit. Just give him some gin. Yes.
That's your son's portrait, isn't it? Handsome lad. Where is he now?
Virgil is at school at Marrowbone in Windsor. He's a day pupil.
He looks a clever boy. Must take after his mother. I believe I'll call on him.
Mr. Holmes, please don't. I beg you. Stop. You don't know what you're doing. I must not assist. Please.
Oh, he passed out. Well, good thing you have plenty of smelling salts to remedy this situation.
Oh, yes, thank you, I think.
We just pass him out, wake him back up. We don't have time for this.
Why did you move to terminate the investigation into the theft?
In the end, it was unanimous accepting Mycroft. The document was deemed insignificant, all things considered.
Flapdoodle. Others may have calculated the political consequences should the disappearance be exposed, but not you, I think. Was your vote coerced?
What an asinine question, of course not. I'm my own man on all issues.
What I see around me refutes that contention.
My domestic arrangements are no concern of yours.
Wrong, Mr. Silverbridge. Whatever motivates you concerns me. I believe you were coerced, and I will ferret out the truth, the consequences be damned.
oh boy.
All right. Watson just
Causing
reaches
trouble.
into his jacket, looking at the butler like, go ahead and make a move. See what happens.
Huh.
Pepplethwaite, where is Virgil Silverbridge?
I saw him off to school on a Windsor train.
His father believes the boy is in danger. You suspect the same, or you're dimmer than I think.
The master's worried sick, Mr. Holmes, as you've seen, and he's frightening me. He's eaten nothing. The fainting is worse than when his missus passed away. It must have to do with Virgil. Nothing else would undo him.
What's happened? What's different? When did he change?
He brought home a letter yesterday on pink paper. I saw it when I lighted the fire. He did not confide its contents to me, but he has been closeted away since then. Hasn't left the room. He falls apart in private.
His jacket has no pockets, and there is no paper on his desk. Do you know where the letter is now?
I never saw it out of his hand. He may have burned it.
I don't believe Silverbridge destroyed it, but given his condition, I don't think he will voluntarily admit it exists, let alone divulge its contents. We must have that letter, Watson.
What do you think? Maybe Watson might know?
Let's see if Watson has any ideas.
Do you have a recommendation, Doctor?
I'm stymied, Holmes. Must we reconnoitre?
Perhaps. His behavior is more than strange. We must find the cause of it.
Oh.
In some houses, such a cabinet takes the place of a refreshment tantalus.
Yeah.
No bottles or glassware are in evidence. Perhaps this cellaret serves a different purpose in deference to the child who obviously has the run of the room.
Flapdoodle. Yeah, exactly. Such language. Now we're breaking out the ferrets. Yeah, we are. I'm gonna tear this room apart. I have fed 12 ferrets cocaine. They will find all the clues in this room. Holmes, I don't believe that's how it's going to work. I believe I hear screaming next door. Yes, that is exactly what that is. Let me see. I'll read this. The figures are letters and numbers in combination. They are so faintly etched as to not readily be decipherable. A rubbing might be more revealing.
Oh.
Guess you
No.
could examine it, maybe? The pencil is common graphite. The putative essay reads, Wilhelm Steinitz is the best player in the whole world, including London. Paul Morphy, an American used to be, played and blindfolded when he was 10, but he went insane and stopped playing even blindfolded.
Pick up the lead pencil. Yes. Inventory. Rub the inscription. Ah. See? Examining the entire room paid off.
Exactly.
Ish.
Kind of. Yeah, we're getting something out of this. What do you
What
think?
is it, Holmes?
It's an opening move, Watson. PQ4, PQB4, NQB3, PK4. It's a variation on the famous Queen's Gambit. Probably saw his father make the move. But why write it down?
Uh-oh.
Combination.
Yes, but a combination to what?
I don't know, some sort of secret compartment? Use with chessboard.
Oh, that's a great... Oh, what a great idea. I didn't even think of that. Oh, something clicked.
Open the panel.
There it is.
Read the letter.
Note the Windsor postmark, the lip gloss on the adhesive, and stationer's watermark.
If your committee's investigation continues or the police learn of this note, Virgil's temporary absence will become permanent. Compliance will ensure his safe return in a few days' time.
Yeah, let's just take that. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna have to talk to the man about this one.
We don't have the option to use anymore.
No, wait, talk to the guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
he isn't passed out. Never mind.
The note is genuine, isn't it? He is missing.
Yes, when the headmaster reported Virgil's absence, I had already received the note. I said the boy was ill.
Kidnapping is an atrocious crime, and extortion is as bad. But there is more at stake here than your son's well-being.
Virgil is my heir and only child. I could not jeopardize his safety for the sake of a classified document.
You may have jeopardized the security of your country.
To my everlasting shame, I fear you are right. It was a difficult choice, Mr. Holmes. Pray you never have to make it.
I will not judge you, sir. This crime is a strand in a tortuously tangled knot of theft, murder, and conspiracy. Despite the note's warning, I must try to unravel this snarl of deception and perfidy. You are wrong to assume the kidnapper's goodwill. Virgil is temporarily useful to them. When he ceases to be, who knows what will happen? One does not trust the word of extortionists. He must be urgently found.
My hopes and Virgil's too rest with you, Mr. Holmes.
Can you spare a picture of the boy?
Yeah.
Of course. He's bigger now, and his hair has lost most of its lovely red.
And what about something that is particularly his?
Take anything.
Well, what do you think?
Is there any more you can tell us, Mr. Silverbridge?
I'm afraid not. I've expended all my energy trying and failing to justify my culpable silence. I may have harmed my country and done nothing for my boy.
Lose that thought, sir. Conserve your strength for the struggle to come.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, the butler did say that, Zayaku. He did say that I saw the boy off this morning. But he also could have just been lying to us because, police.
We're for Windsor, Doctor. Any pertinent ideas?
None you haven't considered. Shall we renew our acquaintance with a certain redoubtable hound?
You know my methods. Use the best tool for the job. If your hair is on fire, don't try to put it out with a hammer.
Do you know who holds the boy?
Not at all. But I do know that a woman with dubious taste in cosmetics sealed the ransom note. I presume she posted it. It is likewise clear that she did not write the note.
Clear to you, perhaps. A professional opinion would not be amiss.
I guess it's our time to leave then?
There we go. The blanket.
Are we gonna go pick up our good hound?
I do believe we will.
It was such a good boy last stream. For the last game. Oh yeah, Watson, get it. Just get down there. I would have too.
Okay, I think this is out. Okay, where dog? There, dog.
My compliments, Sherman. I hope we find you well.
Blast you, Sherlock! You've interrupted a perfectly good nap. What do you want?
Common courtesy would make for a pleasant change.
That commodity's in shorter supply than usual. What's your business?
We'd like to borrow Toby.
How did you question?
Why not?
Sherman, have you ever considered ventilating these premises?
Nothing worse for man or beast than a chill wind. Besides, the scent of the neighborhood is not what you might call savory.
Where's Toby? Badger?
Despite Sherman's claims that his badger is a pet, the beast is hardly tame. It continuously hisses and claws at the floor and bares its teeth when anyone, including Sherman, comes within spitting distance. He just has an angry badger in there, like, in the corner. He's like, oh, jeez, man.
Cast iron stove fully stoked with anthracite supplies the room's searing heat. The battered tin kettle is always on the boil. It provides scalding water for Sherman's numberless cups of tea and humidities for his tropical friends. Okay, where is Doggo?
The cage has not been recently occupied. The gray hairs on the floor are not the color and texture of badger lush bristles. Oh, there's a bone on the floor. Oh.
Yeah, but can't do anything.
There's a
about
collar on the floor. Lower
Where
left
collar?
corner.
that. Oh,
Doesn't seem to be anything. What about Watson?
Of all the creatures in the shop, I'm partial to badger.
If I thought you were serious, I would schedule a sanity hearing. Badger is a bad-tempered, malignant brute. Have you forgotten when he buried his teeth in your ankle?
It's just his nature.
Yes, he is a thoroughly nasty one.
where?
He has the snake. Ask him what he knows about the snakes.
Enormous Amoris rock doves made their nest here in 1885. Each year they rear their young and send them on their way. The parents, knowing a good thing when they see it, are permanent residents of Shea Sherman's.
They have an owl here.
From its selected perch, a tawny owl occasionally utters the interrogative, emblematic of its species. A lethal nocturnal hunter, it clears the premises of uninvited vermin. Sherman keeps shop in a kind of twilight for its sake.
Yes, the tracking cobra. The oldest trick in the book. While the other birds roam freely in this shop, this long-tailed South American macaw is caged. He may have verified his species' reputation for capricious nastiness, or perhaps the bird carries psychosis? I've never heard of that.
I don't know
Psittacosis?
either.
I've never heard of that, yeah. Years ago, Sherman boarded the animals to pay the rent. He abandoned this line after his bull mastiff dispatched its kennel mates and turned its attention to the proprietor. The distraught Sherman had to exterminate the beast.
Poor dog.
That's unfortunate. The sturdy enclosures might be the badger's bedroom. Where the lock unbroken, it would make a suitable cage for any muscarine or viverine mammal. I see. Ah, biscuits. I saw that. There you go, Nick.
Sherman claims these rock-hard, unpalatable, sour-smelling biscuits promote good digestion and build strong teeth. He swears they are an acquired taste, that everyone he knows adores them. One doubts he is referring to humans. Okay, where is Doggo?
I don't know.
Bad-tempered, a toothless stoat snaps, snarls, and yips from inside the cage. The door is unfastened, so she presumably has run of place. Her brother recently passed on and now decorates the display window.
Ah, that's...
Books.
He's got a stoat just running around hissing at everyone.
The library contains a discriminating collection of ornithological subjects. Among the treasures, an elephant folio of Audubon's Birds of America. That's a big book. I don't know if anybody else has seen one in person. Cleveland Museum of Natural History has one. It is a large book.
Yeah.
And Berthier's exhaustive history of embalming and taxidermy are noteworthy.
What about, did you look at him too? See what he's doing?
I did not look. A juvenile Indian crate has been added to the reptile collection. The reputation of this non-aggressive, though poisonous species has been tainted by its similarity to a lethal African mamba. Sherman may have profited from the confusion.
Ah.
Sherman's clothes drape his frame like a tarpaulin. He is shaved inaccurately and rogue hairs sprout from his ears. His spectacles distort his eyes and his joints are inflamed, but he is neither dotty nor infirm. He is sharp and active. His abrasive manner discourages all but the most persistent customers.
Must we guess the reason for your foul humor?
And you've the brass to call yourself a detective?
Your rheumatism is acting up, I see, and you've been sleeping poorly.
True, but I'm more than 10. Common ailments at my age.
Then, of course, your canine companion is not on the premises.
Oh, perhaps you're not as slow-witted as you look.
Would you like a fresh cuppa, Sherman?
Do you think Toby can be had for a cup of tea? The scheme's unworthy of you, lad.
I won't insult your intelligence, Sherman. Don't insult mine. If you're beyond recognizing a civil gesture, we can leave.
If I impute a polluted motive to your actions, Sherlock, I'm sorry.
Apology accepted, old friend.
Recall that I said if.
No?
We have need of your treasure skill.
Everybody wants Toby. I wonder I'm still in business. Well, you can't have him. He's abandoned me, fickle beast. Dallying out west with his lady friend, I'll wager. A slinky Afghan. The dad has to run at St. James Park.
You haven't hidden him or let him out to others, have you?
You know I'd lend him if I could. When have I denied you?
No. Well, I guess we got to go to the park then.
I guess.
I mean, that's the only thing, because it sounds like the... Sounds like we're gonna need Toby if we're gonna find this. Oh, look, is that the place we just came from?
No,
okay.
that's the place we just came from.
Okay. Park. There's a duck.
Wait. Yeah.
I want to click on the dock. Who says you can't learn something here? You're right. They're all mustelids.
No.
Let me try something here. Let me see. There's no arrow key. I'm gonna click on it, Nick.
It's like either the scroll speed is set entirely too high, or there's like the boundary to where you get to click on, like you start scrolling is too close. Oh,
Oh. Just barely.
thank you for doing that.
Once the grounds of a hospital for leprous women, this park was constructed to grace Henry the Seventh, that's eighth.
Eight.
Yeah, London Palace. Most days are a significant fraction of the human denizens are servants of Her Majesty's government. Look, they put a. Oh, that is a blue-screened FMV cat they put in the game, and a monkey.
Hello, young man. May I pet your
Oh, it's
dog?
a dog,
You
actually.
probably shouldn't. He's not vicious, but he doesn't seem to like it. Petting, that is.
I think I recognize your dog. His name is Toby.
No, my dog's name is Rex. He stays right by me.
I'm sure he likes you very well. But he belongs to an old man who misses him.
Then he shouldn't let Rex run untended. Finders keepers. I'll take better care of him. He's my friend. I'm keeping him, no matter what Aunt Agatha says.
Uh-oh.
So we got trees. Unlike the flora at Kew Gardens, the foliage here is purely for pleasure. The great architect, John Nash, designed brilliant
Hello.
arboreal terraces.
Hello, Birdie. Business brisk?
Not so as you notice, Mr. Holmes. After government's passed by and trade still stinks, I'll wager not much of the Queen's work got done today.
I'm sure you're right. Fred in fine form?
As always, more than once I've wished I had his disposition.
Birdie, what do you know of the little fellow on the bench?
Master St. John Hatt. He's often here, lives with relations across the way. Just took up with that pooch.
You know the dog?
I've seen him before. Look how he sits so quiet. Seems to understand the boy needs his company.
He wouldn't mistreat the animal.
Never. Always kind to Fred and keen. Knows all about his simian ancestors. I've been tempted to lend him out. Boy's always alone. Pa's in India. He could use a friend.
Yeah, if some kid tried to finders keeper my dog, he'd become airborne. Oh man, that's what Thorax says.
Birdie's clever familiar is an Indian macaque. The
Macaque.
simian's winning macaque, yeah. The simian's winning disposition and adorable features invite the unwary to ignore his dexterity. The lost items desk at the local precinct is filled with objects that his nimble fingers have prized away from unexpected. Okay, bird food? We can buy bird
Give me a
food.
mix to draw the best warblers, Mr. Haywood.
For sixpence, Mr. Holmes, I'll guarantee an exaltation.
Oops. I don't know what we're doing with bird food, but
Bird food. It's for the birds. You gotta
guess.
feed the birds, man. The candy. Give the kid the candy. Or was that another candy? No.
Listen, lad, I need to borrow Toby. May I do that? I couldn't give up Rex. But I need him to find another boy who's lost. He might be in great danger. Well, I'm sorry for him, but Rex is my friend. Perhaps we could arrange for a reward, a finder's fee. Would you like that? I don't want money. I want a friend.
Okay, I think this is going to be unfortunate. I think I have an idea.
Blanky.
Okay.
Yeah.
The bad news
What? What's
is I
bad?
think we're going to need to come back here. Ooh, maybe if we're lucky.
Sherman, a young boy is caring for Toby. I'd like to reward him for his trouble.
You're on your own hook there, Sherlock. I'm without funds.
He's not looking for money. Another pet might serve. Might I purchase one for him?
A business transaction? That's novel. No, it would be like selling one of my children. I might give one away, but not Badger.
The stoat, then? Or your Indian companion?
Ah, the mongoose. Yes, I would part with him. If I could find him. The little brute has disappeared again. He's a clever beast, like all of his species.
Oh.
Hey, good news. We're on the right track. Bad news.
There it is.
Hmm?
It's right there. Oh, he said, oh, not the badger. What do you guys think? Yeah, just give him a badger, mongoose. Talk about a step up. Yeah. Well, I'll trade you this mongoose for the dog. That's a hell of a trade, man.
Okay.
It's around
what
here
do
somewhere, Nick.
We have bird feed. Can't use bird feed, so I don't know why we have bird feed. Probably come back again later. Job, lantern.
Is there like any food laying around that you could like use? Like hunks of meat or something? I don't know, this place is pretty messy. Not to mention a mongoose will know all about snacks. That they will. Would Ricky Tikki Tavi be Puffish yet? If so, the kid might like a mongoose. I don't know.
Ooh, we can take biscuits now.
Oh, you can take the biscuits. Okay.
Why are we?
Yeah, why do we take the biscuits? We can use them.
Use biscuit with biscuits. For 90% more biscuit with your biscuit. No effect.
Yeah, she'll just have to try it on everything in the room until something makes sense, because we don't know.
Use it with pigeon? No.
I'll trade
Use
you.
with
No,
Watson.
Watson's like, I'm all full up. Why is Watson so much bigger than you? He's like ginormous. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're trying to drop it on the floor, but that's not doing anything. Yeah, you feel like it could be solved with a gun. I don't know about that. I feel like you could do that one time, and then eventually that might just catch up with you. And you might be facing more guns later. What about the empty cages behind you?
I thought I tried that.
Oh, did you? Okay, I didn't see.
Use with MTK.
No.
No effect.
What do you think, guys? On the bird clock?
Mhm.
Well, here's the thing. Unlike most point-and-click games where you can just... Oh, there you go.
God damn it.
That, for some
was
reason,
that?
worked. Why?
The moon. I don't know
Oh,
what
you got
man-
it. You've just picked up a stoat.
Here's the rascal, taking a kip in your
Mongoose.
Excellent. I suppose he had the cuckoo for a snack. Naughty goose. Still, you'll make a nice pet for the boy.
Give him a mongoose. There you go.
Why was it in the clock?
I don't know.
The moon. Well, first of all, I didn't even notice we could click on the clock for a while. So, like, how did you notice
Tax
that?
collector.
Yeah. Yeah, birdseed
Okay.
with the bird would be good, except that's the thing. If you can use an item.
Inventory.
Hey there, Squared. Hey, thanks for the courtesy.
Just
27 months. Wow. Hey, how's it going, man?
Oh, he poked his nose out. I see.
We've brought a new companion for you, Master Hatt.
What is it? Tell, please. What is it?
An Indian mongoose.
Lovely. He'll be easy to hide in my room.
Treat him well, won't you?
I will. I promise. I can keep him
Of course. May we take Toby, Rex?
if you can get him to go with you. I hope he finds what you're looking for. Bye, Rex.
Easy peasy, Nick. You got good old Toby. Ah, what a good dog.
Puppers. We
Blinky.
still have.
Oh, we got Biscuit.
But anyways, blanket. Show to Toby. And away we go.
Yeah, stick it right back in the
Bring
coat.
the hound, Watson. We're off to Windsor. I hope the trail is not too cold. We've scoured the town without success. Ideas?
My powers of invention have been depleted, Holmes. We've visited every public hostelry and residential hotel. I've run out of pretext for inquiring about the lad. But let's presume that Toby had a reason for coming this way.
I'm a bit disappointed in the old boy. In fairness, he didn't have a lot to go on. The lad might not even be in Windsor.
I believe the hound is not played out yet, and so do you.
Well, it appears that... Well, this is a
call.
stationary place, and there is a lady behind you. Remember, you got a pink letter. It's not a very common thing to receive. A
The
castle...
Castle Tower watermark is unique to this shop. The message demanding Silverbridge's compliance was written on paper with the mark. Ergo, the paper came from this shop.
Yeah.
Good enough for me.
I apologize for interrupting your labor. Might I have a moment?
If you're quick about it.
The young woman's demeanor suggests that working here may not have been her first choice. Her dress, carriage, and expression fairly shout, "Do not confuse me with a shop girl. Perhaps her family owns the business."
You want a biscuit, ma'am?
Blackmail? Yeah, here we go.
Do you recognize this stationery?
Of course. That paper's pink or sky blue. It's very popular. It's highly affordable, and the scent is refined, and the castle watermark gives it a certain cachet.
Then you couldn't say who might have purchased it.
Not a chance. We sell several boxes each week.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's
You're right.
unusual, but could I ask you to smell the letter?
The
The scent has been adulterated. I should say overwhelmed by some very common toilet water.
Does the smell recall any particular customer to mind?
No. That smell sends me running for my handkerchief. Good day.
We weren't done talking to you about anything.
The stationery shop comes honestly by its name.
I noted that it derived from more than its position on the eponymous street. Very nice.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wonder why there are so few people about.
The residents are shy or unsociable. Fear of violence, a holy day, inclement weather predicted. Shall I continue to speculate?
It's no matter. What would we ask? Seen a woman and an unwilling boy, have the constabulary on our heads to no purpose and put the boy at risk?
That's true.
Toby Sniffer is definitely not up to snuff. You don't suppose his skills have deteriorated?
Why not? It happens to all living things as they age. So will it happen to us.
Thank you for the cheery reminder, Doctor. I'll look forward to that, shall I?
Yeah, that's fair.
Saints preserve us from the ennui of suburban life, Watson.
You were meant for the city, Holmes, but a certain quiet would suit me now.
Well, the office purports to handle the sale of lease of commercial property. Like other concerns on the street, it's doing precious little business. A Castle Tower watermark is unique to the shop. The message
that's-
didn't...
we
Oh,
read
you
that
did that?
already.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, talk to Toby? Yeah, let's talk to Toby.
Let's talk to Toby. Let's see if he has any goods.
Speak, boy. This animation. It looks like he's rapping.
Arf.
Arf. Arf. All right, well, I guess that's it.
What if? No, we can't show it to anybody else.
You already shown it to her. Anything else, maybe? Does she want some bird seed? Oh, yeah, sure, the blanket. Oh, keep going.
Maybe show the
Yeah,
picture.
another detective kind of walked in here. Yeah, beatboxing is a customary way of doggo communication. Exactly.
Wait. One thought. Show.
More smelly. Toby's got the scent. Where is he going? And down the street. All right. Well, follow this lead.
Okay.
Oh, that's a real bark right there. In that store, Nick. Child, tell us where the boy is.
Have you recently seen a boy in a marrowbone uniform? His dark hair may still show some red.
Me brothers are redheads, but they never went to school.
I'd rather meant a customer. He was probably accompanied by a woman.
No, sir, I've seen no such couple.
Or that's him and they dyed his hair.
Have you sold any peppermints recently?
Funny you should ask. A lady bought £2 worth just today. She usually buys toffee, got a real sweet tooth she has.
You know where she lives?
Can't say. She comes from that way.
Thank you, lad, for your trouble.
This, the prolific Anthony Trollope invented this pillar box so writers might conveniently post their penny-stamped letters. Since 1874, they've been painted bright red in the hopes that drivers might more easily avoid them. However, as cars seem to become far more used on the road, that did not become the case. As you will find, there is much paint on them. If they even exist anymore. He was a bloodhound, but now he's not. Look, Toby can smell blood, man. He probably doesn't want a biscuit either. Yeah, I know. These people are real shy about taking a biscuit from Holmes.
Is Toby somehow confused? Do you have a suggestion?
Perhaps he's smelling the wrong thing.
Obviously. If that passes for a suggestion, Doctor, I think I can survive without it.
Don't kill the messenger, Holmes.
You're right,
The
of course.
letter.
I apologize.
Show Toby the letter.
I thought of that a moment ago.
Or use.
Yes, Toby, here, please read this.
Toby just unfurls it. He goes, yes, I say. I don't know, Nora. That's a good point. It's the reason the pupper can't smell the same as why the street is empty. It's possible. The peppermint. Oh, I think we're coming up to something. This looks abandoned-ish. Actually, it looks really nice, but, you know, the paper on the ground and the empty streets are supposed to make it sound like it's abandoned. Alright, Nick. Save game. I think you found the boy.
Possibly. Hey, crate. Let's look at the crate. These functional eyesores are often placed in public walkways for collecting paper refuse, but they tend to migrate to wherever less observant or less fastidious persons will tolerate them.
Boy. Let's peer into the window.
There's a small person lying on the settee, Watson. I see a sprig of chestnut hair.
I never doubted, Toby. Let's find our way in. Discretion is essential.
Indeed.
Faded door to 66 Devereaux Place is made of oak planking. The brass fittings, knob, and knocker have not been polished recently.
Yes, Watson, ready to the Webley. The door is securely locked by a compact pin tumbler cylinder lock of the type developed by the American Linus Yale.
You'll only damage your shoulder with that sort of behavior. Use your head.
That hurts more at the moment.
What's this? Wait. The slot allows a restricted view of the room. A taut segment of string hangs from somewhere above the slot to somewhere below it, just out of reach. Might a key depend from it? This is barely more inventive hiding place than under the mat. Several persons may have access to the bungalow.
The appalling stupidity of certain criminals defies the imagination.
I hope you can take the greatest possible advantage of your observation.
I saw that too, Nick. Yeah, they're there. Oh, it's Nick. Pull your hand down.
What?
Yeah, keep your hand away from the window. It's like down here, right? You're like messing around looking at stuff. Okay, I thought maybe because you moved your hand up there, she like moved away. You know what I mean? Like your hand somehow is like your sight line. Can you get the key? How do you get the key out of there?
Oh. You have to use something.
Pick the lock. Well, we don't have a pick lock, do we?
No.
No, we don't. And I'm certain Holmes could pick the lock. He does seem to have the ability to do something like that. I wouldn't put it past
Let's
him.
talk to Watson real quick.
Toby's marked a private home. I thought as much. We're in luck.
We needed some. I've run out of pretexts for inquiring about the lad.
Oops, that's not what I wanted.
Watson's journal.
I wanted to talk to Watson.
The handle? Ah, that's a possibility.
Suburban quiet is misleading. Calm conceals many unsettling things.
Advanced knowledge of what we're about to step in would not be amiss.
No need to make it sound like a farmyard mess, Doctor. This passes for high adventure in most circles.
Were it not for the boy, I would trade places with those circles in a heartbeat.
Yeah, try the handle in the inventory. Yeah, we'll probably do that here in a sec. I think that's actually
I wonder
a good
why
idea.
there are so few people about.
The residents are shy or unsociable? Fear of violence? A holy day? Inclement weather predicted? Shall I continue to speculate?
It's no matter. What would we ask? Seen a woman and an unwilling boy? Have the constabulary on our heads to no purpose and put the boy...
Heard that. There's nothing to do. Okay. No handle.
Nope, handle doesn't do it. I see. Maybe you need someone with small hands. You're right. Oh. You just told Toby to stay.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Shove ferrets in there. Yeah, I agree.
Any suspicious persons hanging about, Jonas? Witnessed any extraordinary activities?
I heard old Chadwick grin like a Cheshire cat at Miss Ventrist. First time in modern memory anybody had seen his teeth. Other than that, nothing special, Mr. Holmes.
Your kindness to Wiggins does you credit, Jonas.
It's little enough. He's led a hard life. He sails too close to the wind from time to time, but he's a good boy for all that.
The mean streets waste 100 like Wiggins every day, Mr. Rigby. You've given him a chance to grow up.
May I live to see it.
Okay.
What about, did we check, I mean, there's like a ton of locations we haven't even been to yet.
Yeah, but this
we've been like, what's that?
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, like there's locations. I don't think maybe quite as many that we haven't been to at all that you're thinking. But the
Okay, maybe, yeah, I think we've been to all of these. What about his apartment? Now that he's dead, maybe we can like search it.
yeah, she wasn't letting us still. And where is... How do we get back to that street?
I think you just have to go back to 221 Baker Street and use the thing, probably. Oh yeah, we got a pet Toby.
Oh.
Just... The Hound takes human behavior on his terms. He lives to track and steep, not necessarily in that order. He expects to be fed and watered. He does not expect affection and merely tolerates it. Petting the dog is important. It's very important. It's part of the reason why we're here. No, I guess not.
So how do... Where's the bats?
Ministry of Defense we've been to.
Yard. Let me talk to you.
Which is more bitter bad?
Yeah, let's enter. Oh.
No?
No, nothing we can show him now. Although we probably don't want to show the police the thing.
No, but... I don't know. It was just a thought.
I still think we should just try searching his apartment, personally. 'Cause I think, it's probably, like, a case of this lady just, we're not talking to the right thing or something.
I perceive you have a question, Watson.
Shouldn't we find out more about this fellow Space Maker, where he lives and so on? He might be able to help.
Doubtful, Doctor. The name is certainly an alias. The bearer possesses a basic German vocabulary and a rudimentary sense of humor.
Oh, I see. The guy who killed him.
Rock.
Yeah.
Anything of material interest here, Doctor? Using my methods, please.
There's a dearth of personal items of any kind. Address book, writing materials, letters, photos, that sort of thing.
Well observed. You've noted what's missing. Though one would expect to find more of that sort of thing in the bedroom. Still, this chamber deserves our closest attention. Watson, we need to peruse the flat. Can you occupy Mrs.
There we
Mason?
go.
Would you suggest a sharp rap on the head?
Use your imagination and your knowledge of the distaff nature.
This woman confounds my paltry knowledge, Holmes, but appeals to her vanity might not fall on deaf ears.
Oh. Is he going to do it, or shall we?
I'm sure he thought highly of you and confided in you. Perhaps you have the names of his friends or relations in your flat?
I do not. He was orphaned by the Sepoy Rebellion, and the uncle who raised him has been dead for years. He had no family that I know about. Would the ministry consider paying his back rent, do you think?
Oh.
Perhaps you would like to freshen up and change your handsome frock.
Oh, why would I ever want to do that?
I'm sure that a chief inspector from the CID will be by directly for a chat. They always interview the most important parties in a murder investigation. You'll need to accompany him to Scotland Yard. There'll be numerous photographers and journalists about. I thought you might like to prepare yourself for the ordeal.
Oh, well, I see. Very thoughtful of you, Mr. Holmes. Oh, being in the public eye is such a trial. Excuse me, gentlemen. Close the door when you leave.
That was
There we
easy.
go.
All right. All right, there we go.
I suspect we'll see no more of her.
Capital, Holmes, capital. The appeal to her vanity was irresistible. It overwhelmed her suspicion that we would make off with Pratt's valuables.
I believe she knows the worth of every item in this flat to the last farthing, and it isn't much. Her exit, like everything she does, is calculated. But let us take advantage of her narcissism. You know my practice, Watson. I'm looking for anything unexpected.
Very well. All right, Nick. What are you gonna say? We're just gonna go into the bedroom.
I think we've seen everything here. Oh, we could probably take the pen now.
We can probably take everything. An image of the Irish critic and precocious wit Oscar Wilde stares from the wall. Pratt's admiration for this genuinely eccentric but minor author is an insignificant puzzlement. Matters of personal taste often defy analysis. What? The vulgar artist has plagiarized a scene from the battle between centaurs and lapiths, which Phidias carved from the Parthenon's metopes. I don't know what that word is. One doubts he took the trouble to view the originals, now resident at the British Museum. Oh, we're gonna go look through it. Got this, Nick.
Stoked with anthracite and fully ablaze, this diminutive hearth might warm the room. Pratt must have relied on a counterpane to keep off the night chills.
Indeed. Powerful sniffing. Even I can't sniff that loud.
Characteristic odor of a long dead fire is evident.
Oh, what'd you find?
A 6-inch segment of red cloth was partially buried in the ashes. It's about half an inch wide and appears to be linen. It is charred on both ends.
Well, that's ours now. Or not. Clicked it too fast.
Yep. Accidentally clicked more like it. But anyways. The fine ash in this grate is cold and slightly damp. The last fire here appears to have been exclusively of paper.
So he's just burning all his old bills. Yeah, we had one of those bill burning things. You know, we saved up all our stuff for taxes. We had this big giant box.
Wait, where'd it go?
Red cloth. There it is.
Red cloth. There we go. Pick up.
Yeah, we just burned a giant box of old bills once before. Very smoky. We will never do that again. Metope is a square. Is the square segments on a Doric frets, which is a normally adorned with carved images. Oh, okay. All right.
The finished, non-fraying edges of the cloth indicate that it's part of a larger piece of ribbon. Okay. So, desk. Open up the desk.
There's nothing in the drawer except the battered Fair Isle pullover. Oh, a silver frame surrounds a portrait of a beautiful young man in a formal dress. The extraordinarily sharp image is dramatically lit and finished on a unusually bright paper. One corner has been mutilated, obscuring the all but of studios of the photographer name and the handwritten message, "The Memories." The glass is cracked in 3 places. We are Sherlocking the Holmes. How you doing, Zenthar? It's good to see you.
There's nothing behind the frame except the photograph. The glass protecting the photograph has been cracked in 3 places. Well, I can pick it up. It is ours now.
Yep. That is.
I'll just bring this along. Someone may recognize it.
That's fair.
Bills and letters are mixed higgledy-piggledy.
Higgly.
All bills are long past due. A notice from Neville's Baths is most recent. Amidst the signs of fiscal ruin is a note dated 2 months ago. It reads, Mr. Pratt, your consideration and generosity are always appreciated. A Ratchet.
Higgledy-piggledy, man. I'll tell you what. That is, cleaning
Pratt's
around the
simple
house,
oak
doing
desk
yard
has a
work.
single cabinet door. The desk appears to be more of a surface for stacking and storing than for reading or writing.
The canopied bed might have been fitted out by a lonesome but impoverished sheik to remind him of his distant Arabian oasis. The room, in fact, is vaguely reminiscent of a harem tent, sans females, of course. Where's the Hans? A small freestanding bronze statue of Przewalski's horse rests in the floor. It may be a Mongolian artifact. The plaster rendition of the Enlightened One in a traditional meditative pose imitates a Chinese original. One doubts that Pratt was an adherent of Zen or any other form of Buddhism. Yeah, we're gonna rummage through his basket. Are you kidding me? The basket has been recently emptied. It contained a single piece of wrapping paper, a piece of dark crimson sealing wax, crescent-shaped and thumbnail-sized is caught in the wicker. Oh, a piece of dark... something's caught in the wicker. Okay, can you get it out? What did you pick up? Sealing wax.
Yeah.
A
It
part
appears
of
to be part of an official government... Oh no.
We had an official government seal. Oh no. Yeah, check the coal box. Alright. Oh, you're mining on a planet. Well, good luck, Epic. The remaining coal might be sufficient to warm a pigeon coop of moderate size. Many small boxes lay among the inky crumbs.
A scuttle made of pine and fitted with brass hardware is one of the few commonplace objects in the room. Oh, examine. Here we go.
Pratt lights his mean fire with matches gathered gratis from the various second-rate restaurants and public houses throughout the city. The Frog and Peach and the Pig and Whistle are represented among the collection.
Was Pratt a voluminist?
I sincerely doubt it. Merely economical when it was convenient. But these may be of future interest.
Indeed. Now we have matches.
Most boxes are broken and empty. There are 3 matches remaining in the one of the packets from the weary punt. The poor nautical pun is doubtless indicative of a disreputable public house.
Evidently, no establishment is so base that its reputation can't be ameliorated. Perhaps one day I shall make a study of match packet advertisements. Pratt apparently patronized the weary punt more than once.
So that sounds like a place to visit.
Yep. Not seen.
We were requested to click on the hookah.
Oh, we can't.
Can you not hear it, Watson? The doot of mystery.
This rose-tinted cut glass pipe is modeled on a traditional Turkish design. The hammered brass bowl is lavishly decorated, and the smoking tubes are delicately embroidered. The tiny brass bowl has previously held opium. The extant residue is not tobacco. The area where the smoking tube joins the bowl has been recently reamed with a sharp, flexible instrument.
Interesting. Interesting. What a horrible noise. Why would they... Look, if it's going to be compressed that badly, I would have just deleted it from the game. Like, save this space. You know.
We can... Wait, why can we
smell the hat pin? You have to smell the pin, of course. You never know. The pin has been used to puncture new tubes of paint, but the sweetly acrid scent of the brown-stained tip suggests that it may more recently have served to ream out the sticky residue from the bowl and stem of an opium pipe.
Oh, hey.
Ah.
Oh, we can take it now.
Very good. Now he's going to wrap it up in little paper. There we go. Oh, he wiped it off.
Useful items, Hat Payton.
I'm sure. This certainly falls under the heading of unexpected.
Indeed.
Okay.
The makeshift closet contains small assortment of inconspicuous, ready-made garments. Most are in need of cleaning. The odor of gum turpentine permeates the enclosure. Oh, this. Oh, yeah. You look through it. I guess there really wasn't else there.
Yeah, let's not be. Okay, well.
What do you know of Neville's, Doctor?
Just
An ordinary bath off St. Martin's Place. Depravity, indeed. This woman's an imbecilic prig. I shouldn't wonder if her husband dispatched himself to get clear of her.
Ah, why would you make that noise? Oh, here we go.
May I have your opinion of Pratt's decor, Watson?
Bordellos and counterfeit harems of the world could learn a thing or two here. Did the filing clerk fancy himself a Maharaja?
It's an old story. He was meant to be a potentate, but an accident of birth deprived him of his true destiny. What is the attraction of these devices? Is water-cooled smoke more healthful?
Hardly. One doesn't smoke for one's health. The hookah merely makes for a change. As with all habits, it is subject to abuse.
And how, in your opinion, does an innocuous habit become a vice?
Excess, Holmes, a subject about which you are expert.
Oh. Very funny, Watson. Ha ha. I'll just go
you
do
know
cocaine
this
about
odor,
it.
Watson, unless I have mistaken your experience.
Yes.
Opium. The acrid, nearly sickening scent is unmistakable.
The source is obvious. Its significance is less so. The bowl appears clogged with the poppy's viscous residue.
Oh, all right. This guy is really into it. What was at the end of the chase? Yeah, we'll have to
Do
take a
you
look at that.
recognize this remnant of red cloth?
It looks like a segment of ribbon.
Yes, government issue. The type used to bind official documents. There is no doubt in my mind that Pratt was a principal in the formula's theft. He truly was a fool.
But questions remain, surely. Why would Pratt have stolen it?
Why indeed? And what did he do with it? And where is it now?
And why was he killed?
Fools tend to be foolish more than once. They are as dangerous to their friends as to their enemies.
And also, Nora points out that maybe we can put the hat pin into the hookah as well.
This wax once sealed Dewar's document. I'd bet on it.
Where's the other half?
If I knew, we'd be further along. But you make a nice observation, Watson. It does appear to be nearly a perfect half of the seal. Do you suppose this is a photo of the supposititious spacemaker?
Why do you think the name is intended to deceive?
In life or literature, I'll wager you've never seen it. It's a jest. Spacemaker, or Spaßmacher, means the joker in German.
Would it be interesting to know why an alias was necessary or desirable?
At the least, he wanted to conceal his identity from Mrs. Mason, but the Act of '85 may have been on his mind.
Surely that's pure speculation, Holmes.
Not so speculative, Watson, and hardly pure. People's predilections are their own affair until their criminal actions make them mine.
So a man is a sleazy smackhead? I think so, Zilson. He might
The
be.
seal, the ribbon, the paper ash. The evidence is suggestive.
That Pratt destroyed what he stole? Perhaps his nerve failed him, or he repudiated his treachery, but you will say suggestive evidence is not conclusive.
Quite right, Watson. There is a large crime in motion. We must not be distracted by apparent solutions to portions of it. Pratt was murdered for the part he played in the formula's theft. His killer must be sought, but the questions suggested by the theft itself are still more important.
You want to know why the theft was committed and who gained by it if not the thief.
My hat, Doctor. You have been paying attention.
Yeah.
Wilde is widely credited with the wittiest riposte of the decade.
Which was?
The justly ignored poet laureate once approached him. "Oscar," he complained, "no one notices my work. There is a conspiracy of silence against me. What shall I do?" Wilde instantly replied, "Join it."
Regrettably, the poet laureate ignored that sound advice.
So there's a request. Can we use...
Oh, clean.
Oh, we can clean the hat pin. Oh, we can clean with the hat pin.
Yeah. Oh, you misclicked.
No, that was on the hookah.
No, it clicked off your mouse moved over to the right. Yeah. There it is.
There we go. Okay, I must have clicked.
Nah, it's all good.
That would have annoyed me if nobody was there to call me out on it.
No, I'm paying attention. I'm trying to make sure we don't miss anything. 'Cause this game's very detail oriented. Well, there you go. You cleaned out the hookah with the pin.
Perfect tool for cleaning the hookah. I suspected this pin never pierced a bonnet or a lady's coiffure. Useful items, hat pin.
All right. Well, what was inside the hookah? Oh, just the same thing we thought. It's just opium. Yeah, we figured it out. Yeah, we recently cleaned it out.
Why do we care?
I don't actually know. But hey, we got the wax, we got a pin. I don't know what else we're gonna do, but we made it. We did look. We found stuff, Nick. All we had to do was come back here. Yeah, Night Owl point out. Yeah, we tried clicking on the thing at the end of the chase, Night Owl. I think it's just part of the graphic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already looked at this.
Okay. Well, is there anything that we think we still?
No, I think it's a. I think we've got everything. Oh, we can search the
Oh, we
dustbin.
searched dustbin.
Yeah, couldn't do that with that lady in here. What did you find? The bin is filled with a canvas scrap spent with tubes, crumpled newspapers, and rags encrusted with paint and infused with turpentine, an ordinary mixture of combustible rubbish. Ah, so definitely don't smoke in here.
Okay. Can we think of anything else we need to do in here?
No, I can't think of anything. I think you've pretty much nailed it. Oh yeah, let's unlock the back door so we can come in later. The labor required to turn the lock and the sound produced while doing so suggests that the rust had nearly frozen the mechanism. The fire escape is impassable owing to a pile of discarded furniture. Ah.
So we can't sneak back in.
No, unfortunately, this would be more dangerous. We'd be better off just kicking the door down instead of falling off into that. You don't want to mess with a rusty catwalk.
There was... Oops.
The weary punt.
Yep. And I'm getting pretty tired.
Okay.
So I
That's-
think...
Okay.
And we've been at this for like almost 2 hours at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, just about. This is a good time to stop.
So yes.
Someone just said shit. All right, well, all right. Fair enough. Anyway, that was the end of tonight's stream. Wow.
Yeah. Seems
That's a
a
noise.
interesting place.
So far, yes.
A particular clientele, we'll say.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that one. Well, anyway, that's the end of tonight's stream. We'll be back again on Saturday with more Wolfenstein with Hatt. So, hope you guys had a good night hanging out with us. It's I was just getting really into the game. I forgot we've been playing for this long. So, I'm really fascinated by the progress we've made. We at least know where the boy is. I just don't know why we haven't saved him.
Yeah, we know where he is. We don't know how we're gonna get to him, other than obviously we need something to snag the key or something. So that'll be item to keep an eye out for, assuming we can get back to where the boy is. And in the meantime, I guess off continuing down the murder mystery. So
yeah, most definitely. Anyway. That's pretty much it I have for tonight. Hope you guys had a good time, and thanks for hanging out with us here on the Courtesy Flush. So until next time, you guys take care, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night, everybody.
Yep, good night.